This journey is a beautiful struggle, and everybody, including myself, we're all on this journey together. If you're trying to be a better person, you're trying to be a person that actually wants to change, be a person that wants to develop themselves further, somebody that wants to elevate their life, and just wants overall, in general, a better life for themselves, then that means that you're on a special journey, because this is something that very, very rare people go on, and not too many people go on this journey. This journey that we all go on is a journey for spiritual awakening or enlightenment, however you feel you want to describe it as. But it is a beautiful journey, but it's also a journey that comes with struggle, and that's something that you have to understand. And if you've been doing this, and if you've been on this journey for a while, however long it's been, then you would start to understand that, and you start to really realize this. Not everything is gonna go your way. Not everything is gonna go as planned. Nothing happens like that. Nothing is gonna go the way that you expect it to. And this is why you should never have any kind of expectations for anything. You should never expect something to go a certain way. It's okay to have hope, and it's even better to have faith. You should always have faith in everything that you do, no matter what kind of endeavor you go on in your life, or no matter what it is exactly that you're doing. One of the most important traits for you to have, one of the most important qualities for you to have as a person, one of those most important qualities for you to keep in your life is faith. You should always have faith in everything that you do. Faith is one of those things that is a blind motivator and will keep your drive going so much, as long as you let it go for yourself, so much as you want to keep that faith. As long as you have that faith in your life, this is something that will drive you to do absolutely anything that you feel like you need to, anything that you want to do. As long as you have faith, as long as that is there, you will do it, right? Because everything that you do behind closed doors is what you need. Everything that you do behind closed doors is in preparation for what it is that you want to do. Everything that you do behind closed doors is what you should be doing in order for you to prepare yourself to success. Okay, so remember that you always need to be working on yourself, even when people are not looking. When people aren't looking, when no one notices what you're doing, and no one is actually there and it's just you that's there, and you're the only person, and you're the only one that knows what's really going on, and you're the only one that's really aware of what's going on, you should always continue to work. Don't be a person that's just showing off because there's people there. Don't be a person that's just doing things for other people's entertainment. Don't do things for other people anyways. You always want to do everything for yourself. Everything you ever do for your life is for you, and it has to be beneficial to you, because obviously you don't want to be doing anything that's putting yourself in jeopardy. You don't want to be doing anything negative that puts your future in jeopardy, right? Your reputation, your status, anything like that. You don't want to put it in jeopardy, so anything that you do has to be for your benefit. Make sure that what you do is healthy and conducive to the way that you want to go, the path that you want to walk in life. Whatever is calling you, make sure that it's a good thing that's calling you. As long as you feel it within yourself, as long as you know that it's right within yourself, then go for it. You want to follow that intuition. And what I want you to also understand is not everything is going to go the way you expect it. Never will anything ever go as you planned to. There's always going to be something that happens, something out of the blue, something unexpected that happens. And yes, you do want to expect the unexpected, right? You always want to be ready for anything that ever happens. It could be the most tragic thing that ever happens in your life. You want to be somebody that's going to be ready. You want to be somebody that's going to be calm enough to be able to navigate and delegate whatever happens, any kind of situation or circumstance. You want to be a person that is ready for you to handle that. Be a person that's ready to handle anything that life throws at you, because there's going to always be curveballs, and it's not going to be something that you see coming. It might be something that's from out of the blue, and it's going to come into your life, and it might do some damage. It might mess things up. It might put you on a different path. It might try to take you off of your path that you want to go on. It might try to divert you and take you out of the lane. But you got to understand, you have to be somebody that's strong enough. Be somebody that is always ready, right? Be somebody that is solid enough, has a strong enough foundation for you to stand on your own 2 feet like you should, strong enough, ready enough to be able to put yourself back in the lane, to be able to divert or jump any obstacles or any hurdles. You always want to be ready for that. Don't be somebody that doesn't understand what is happening, right? Not saying that you have to understand it right away, but understand that everything happens for a reason, and things will happen to you for a reason, and it's also for a deeper rooted meaning. Things happen to you for a reason. You have to understand that nothing happens for no reason. You're always going to be tested, so always want to be ready for these tests that come your way, right? Be somebody that is prepared, so you don't have to be prepared. Be ready, so you don't have to get ready. But understand that things are gonna happen out of your control, and the only thing that you can control is whatever is in here, whatever is inside, whatever is within. That's what you can control. Whatever is outside, you cannot manipulate or control, right? There's no point of you trying to control whatever else is outside of you. You can only control what's going on in here. And so that's something that you need to realize. Nothing is ever going to go the way you want it to. And so when it doesn't, you want to be somebody that's ready. Be somebody that is strong enough to handle any type of opposition that comes your way, right? Understand that it's okay, right? It's okay to take a step back. It's okay to take a break and reflect on what's going on in the current situation. But be somebody that's present enough, conscious enough to put yourself in that present moment, to understand everything that's going on in that present moment. Be conscious enough to understand what is going on, the reason why it's happening, right? Taking all the information that you can from that moment so that you can use it to your advantage, so you can load it up in your arsenal. That way you can use it as something that's going to help you push forward. Any kind of mistakes that you make, which you will make mistakes, you can use as a lesson and not a loss, right? Because you don't actually truly fail unless you completely stop and stay stagnant and become idle. That's when you really fail. But you're not failing if you make a mistake, right? Or if something happens, but then you keep moving forward from that mistake. You're not failing. That's just an attempt. So you're always going to have attempts in your life. And the first, second, third, fourth attempt might not always be your catalyst, right? To push you forward and for you to have actual success. But understand that those attempts are there for you to actually just move forward with your plan. And it might not be successful at the end of that attempt, but the fact of the matter is that you should always keep going. The fact of the matter is that it was there, put in place for a reason, but that you're supposed to use that as a tool for you to keep going forward. Okay, you're gonna take a step back. You're gonna take even a couple steps back in life, but the thing for you to do is to move 3 steps forward. Okay, you don't want to take a step back or take 2 steps back and then 1 step forward. You don't want to take a step back and then 1 step forward. You want to take a step back and move 2 steps forward. So you're always ahead of yourself from before. You always want to be 1% better every day. You always want to move forward, right? You don't want to be stuck in the same place. And it's okay to feel like you're stuck, but understand that you can get yourself out of that. So long as you actually work on yourself and you develop yourself, all that work that you need to do, right? That's shadow work, okay? That means that you need to be working on those small finite details of yourself. Those small details add up to that bigger picture. All those small details will create that bigger picture, and in the end it becomes a beautiful masterpiece. So understand that. Don't think just because something happens that's for you to just completely stop. Whatever happens is not to kill your motivation. It's to propel you forward. That thing that you think is going to stop you is actually there to push you forward. And you're supposed to keep moving forward. Never supposed to just stay stagnant, stay back and just watch everything else unfold. No, you can watch everything else unfold and also keep moving forward at the same time. You watching everything unfold means that you're just being there, but just because you're being there doesn't mean that you're not actually doing anything. You can be there and be present. You being there is you being present and conscious, but understanding that there's still things going on in the background, but that you should always be moving forward from those things that are going on in the background. Those things in the background are to push you to keep going. You have to make the decision to keep going. You're gonna have things that stop you in your tracks sometimes, but that's okay, because the progression of growth is never just completely linear. It's not just a straight line. It's not gonna be like that. You're gonna have those bumps. You need to have those bumps, or else you don't know how to actually move forward from that. You don't know what true adversity is unless you have those bumps. So you want to go through that. You want to make mistakes. You want to not do everything right. That's a good thing. Don't think it's a bad thing. And don't look at it as a bad thing either. Look at it as a way for you to grow. Look at it as a way for you to move forward from that. Look at it as a lesson so you can keep going. Because that's all you're supposed to do in life, is keep moving forward. Don't stay stagnant or idle. Don't just stay in place. Keep moving and keep pushing forward. And don't ever give up on yourself. That's the most important part. Everything I just said is simple, not easy. Love y'all, man. Peace, y'all.